Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about LFGY. This is a new fund that YieldMax has recently just came out, and it looks like they're actually going to be paying weekly distributions as well. So let's go ahead and dive into it here. So this is a post from their X page. They announced the distribution schedule. We can't really see that, but it does look like starting in a couple weeks. Actually, I apologize. Starting next week, they're going to be paying distributions for this fund every single week. So you can see updated on this spreadsheet here, LFGY is now added alongside YieldMax and YieldMax and the group fund. So let's look at LFGY and see if anyone on X is talking about this fund. So it's a crypto industry and tech portfolio option income ETF. Mouthful there. But so this user is saying that, LFGY is looking good. I wonder what the yield is going to be. Will it be more than YieldMax or YieldMax? So YieldMax or YieldMax, I believe it's closer to 30 or 40%. We'll look at that here in a second. Yeah, so they haven't paid a dividend yet, I believe. But the cool thing about it, they are going to be starting to pay, like we talked about every single week. So let me see if I can pull up this fund for you guys to look at. All right. So like we mentioned, this is YieldMax's crypto industry and tech portfolio. It's an actively managed ETF that seeks current income and capital appreciation. We don't know what the yield is going to be yet. I believe it's a basket of stocks. I think I saw it was like 15 to 20 or 15 to 30. Have they announced what funds are? Okay, so here's some of the funds. You got your MicroStrategy, Coinbase, CleanSpark, the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. So that's pretty cool. Mara, Hut, Riot, Core Scientific, Cash, and then BitDeer Technology is cool. So this is a really cool fund. I'm very familiar with a lot of these holdings, and yeah, I think this should be, pretty interesting to see how they're going to, leverage these positions and, make some income from them. So, okay, so here it is, actively managed ETF that seeks current income and capital appreciation via direct investments. Okay, so that's a little different than some of the other funds as well. They are actually directly investing into these companies. So I imagine the yields are going to be a little bit lower, but 15 to 30 companies. They're going to be writing options, selling option contracts on some or all of its portfolio crypto companies. LFGY aims to distribute such income on a weekly basis. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be like a target 12 fund, right? So they have a couple of those ETFs. I imagine it's going to be higher than 12%, right? These stocks are very volatile. MSTR, their IV is crazy. Coinbase, their IV is crazy. Bitcoin. So, but, as far as the strategy goes, as far as, you look at BIGY, they are directly investing in these stocks as well. So this is actively managed ETF that targets an annual income of 12% and a capital appreciation via direct investments. So direct investments is key. A lot of their other funds are synthetic positions, whereas we can see in this instance, they're actually owning the shares of Apple and they're selling calls. Looks like they have a call spread here. Instead of just a covered call, they're selling call spreads, but they can theoretically, if they would like, if it blows past their strike, they can actually sell their shares if they want to, because they have this long call option above it. So a little different here, but they are selling call spreads on some of their holdings, but not all of them, it looks like. So same kind of idea. I like it. I'll be interested to see, like we talked about, what their yield is going to be. If they've announced that somewhere, definitely let me know down below. I'm very curious to see what type of yield this fund will be paying. I imagine it's going to be right. Actually, I have no idea. My imagination is going to be closer, definitely in line with what YieldMax and YMAG are. So the 20 to 30% range potentially. But yeah, cool. So that's coming out next week. January 22nd is the declaration date for that fund. So stay tuned for that. Interesting too, with these target 12 funds, it looks like they are just getting paid out once a month. So that's a little different as well. But cool. But yeah, stay tuned for that. That is a new fund that, let's look at YMAG real quick. YMAG, I think it's close to 13% distribution rate, 54% yield. Okay. And then YMAX is 35. It's 78. Wow, I didn't realize YMAX was that high. But yeah, cool. It'll be interesting to see, this fund come out. It doesn't look like it's on their website yet. I don't see. Okay, so here it is. It is a portfolio ETF. So it's a new category that they have. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Coming out next week will be the first distribution. So it should be publicly listed on the market now, so you can go and buy it if you want to. But as always, do your own research. Make sure this investment matches your risk tolerance and you're interested in holding these underlying ETFs, or these underlying holdings rather. And we talked about what those are, MicroStrategy, Coinbase, and so forth. So make sure you're comfortable with holding these companies. And then we can go from there. Obviously I'd like to see this expense ratio come down to be a little bit more competitive, with some of the other companies in this space. Another one, for example, would be like CEPI. I think that's Rec Shares is kind of equivalent to this fund. But yeah, I think as they get more assets under management, they should be able to do that, and hopefully they will. So that's it for today's video, guys. Please like and subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts about this new fund, and let me know if you're going to be an investor into it.